What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. We are actually going to be working on the truck again. We're getting better at working on it. Instead of going months without working on it, we only went weeks. So we're getting better. Here I have Ryan with me, aka California Farmer.
Yeah, go follow me on YouTube, California Farmer.
Yeah, he kind of gives more of the ins and outs of our daily life, which is the farming. But yeah, we also have our hobbies on the side. So today we're going to be working on the front axle of the Loadstar. So let's get going. So we're going to finalize how this axle is going to sit. Like we've mentioned a few times, we have, it's kind of hard to see thanks to daylight savings time, but we only have like less than 1.5 inches of clearance underneath these leaf springs. So we went and talked to kind of a spring guy here in Modesto, and he gave us a lot of good information. So we decided that we are going to remove 3 leaves and remove this spacer here and see how much clearance that gives us. I'm hoping that will give us around 3 inches of ground clearance under there, and I think we can live with that. But yeah, this axle probably weighs, I don't even know, it's heavy. It's kind of a pain, but once we get it off and put back on where it's supposed to be, then we won't have to worry about it for a while. So let's yank her off. All right, got it out after a lot of tedious twisting of the wrench. Now we need to, you want to pull the leaves out completely?
That's kind of what I was thinking.
Yeah.
I don't know if we have to, but
Probably easier.
probably easier.
So yeah, remove the leaves, and then we can kind of look at them and decide which ones we want to eliminate. Okay, so we got the leaves off on that one side, and we've kind of been talking and thinking. I think we figured out the ones that we're going to keep. These are the ones that we pulled out. And then talking to the guy at the shop, he said that you kind of just want to start from the top and kind of just go every other one. That way you're not leaving too much of an area that could bend more. You have to have spacing that's kind of even all the way so that you're not, say like if you took this one out and you had this big a gap from here to here, then that wouldn't be good because it just leaves a point that it could flex more right here. So you still want to have a good amount of stagger. Yeah, I think we're gonna try this out. We don't know exactly. We know that we're gaining another 2 inches, about just under 2 inches, and we already had about 1.5 inches of clearance. So that puts us around 3.5, close to, and then we'll just see where it's at. I think that should give us all right clearance. Yeah, I think we're gonna put the bolt into these, zip it on. We broke these 2 clamps, so we're gonna have to get new ones. That one still will work, so we'll just put it on and we'll order new clamps and put them on. But yeah, we'll take the other one off, do the same, and then we will throw the axle on. Well, actually, we need to do some work to the axle, so before we can put it back on. But yeah, that's where we're at. Well, got this one off, took the leaves out, but our leaf bolt is bent, so we're gonna need a new one of those. And then we broke the clamps on all these two leaf clamps, so we'll need to order new ones of those and a bolt. So until then, we're at kind of a standstill. So we'll order those and then we can start doing the work to the axle. But that was gonna have to wait till another day. So I guess we will talk to you guys when we are able to work. Well, here it is the next day. We're continuing on the axle. Just kidding. It's been like 2 months. But yeah, we got the bolts we need for those. We have the axle over here. We're gonna pressure wash this before working on it because I'm a baby and I don't like getting my hands dirty. And this is full of grease. So we'll get the forklift, lift it up, take the tires off, and then one of us will pressure wash it. And then the other one will get these forks ready. And then start figuring out what we need to do to the axle to mount it. So that's where we're at. Well, I guess it's about time for an update video since it's the next day. We just tried to get stuff done yesterday. So here's an update. I guess if you guys can't tell, we are on the other side of the shop now. We decided to move the truck over here since there's a lot of tools are, and this is where the welder is. That was the determining factor so that we can weld. So we made the modifications to the axle yesterday. We notched these out to make more ground clearance. And then what we'll be doing is taking these, the holes in it, putting them on here, and welding it to the axle itself. That way it restores all the integrity back. Then we have an extra inch of clearance that we're going to gain from the ground and from the oil pan. So it's a win-win. So that's what we are in the process now, putting the leaves back on, throwing the axle on, bolting it up, tacking it in, taking it back off, and then we can weld the crap out of it with maximum penetration. So, yep, that's where we're at. And hopefully we can get this axle done today. That way, the next time we work on it, we can move on to the fun stuff. So. Okay, we have the axle bolted on. So we're gonna lift it up, take out the jack stands and see where our ride height is and cross our fingers. It's perfect.
Yep.
You wanna get this one, Scott? A little higher. It's softer, you can tell already. That might be perfect. We have like 3 inches of clearance. We have like 4.5 inches of ground clearance there. We have like 3 inches from the axle, or from the frame, 3 inches.
Yes.
And then, Ryan, want to jump on it? Oh, that's a lot better. I think that's perfect.
You think it'll hit?
I don't think so. I don't know, it's hard to say. We'll definitely have a lot more weight on it, but.
And we can put like a stop, you know.
Yeah.
Put like rubber stops to.
And honestly, I would feel comfortable adding another spring if we have to.
Adding another spring?
Because I think we have plenty of ground clearance.
Uh-huh.
Because yeah, that's plenty of ground clearance. So like, if we needed to stiffen it up a hair,
Yeah.
I would just add another leaf. Sweet, that makes me happy.
Happy, happy, happy.
All that work, and it paid off.
Yeah, that's
So,
awesome. I'm loving it.
Now we just need to finalize the.
Got a big space between the oil pan and
Oh
the
yeah,
axle
it's
now.
huge. Sweet. Well, now we just need to weld it. We still need to get the pitch, the rake for the axle before we weld, but we'll do that next. Well, we got everything all welded up. We just welded under there, can't really see. But axle turned out perfect. I am extremely happy with how it turned out. It's all the clearances are right where I want them, and we can finally move forward from this axle. So I'm gonna end the video here. Next video, we can finally make progress instead of figuring out this stupid axle. So thank you everyone for watching. If you want to keep up with this build, hit the subscribe button. I have Subaru videos coming. I'm working on the engine right now, tearing it apart so I can measure cylinder bores. But thank you all again. I appreciate all of you and all the comments that you leave. I really enjoy reading them and commenting back. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask me, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace.